Hey, me and Matt here. Hmm. Yeah. Me and Matt here. So, I was just watching the new Bret Hart Shawn Michaels feud DVD from the Survivor Series '97, and I thought it was actually quite interesting, to be honest with you. Um, I remember. That's better. Uh, I remember. I took a break from wrestling in late '95. Yeah, from late 95 to late '97, I believe. Or maybe it was, yeah. I've been watching it on and off and reading it in magazines and stuff. And there was the point where my older brother knew that I was a Bret Hart fan. He said to me that, oh, did you hear that Bret Hart got screwed in the WWE and now he's in WCW? And that kind of took me for a loop because I was a Bret Hart fan since '93, so it kind of made me feel it was interesting. Um, so years later, thinking about it, and it kind of pissed me off actually because first off, I was never a Shawn Michaels fan, so I never cared about it. I never really liked Shawn Michaels. Um, very interesting way to think about things. So after this whole incident happened, you can imagine how I felt after that. But um, the thing of it is that Shawn Michaels went on to have a different career, to have a better career, and then he left for a while and came back, and then of course won the world title, and the rest is history until 2010 or 2009. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, 2010. So, yeah, Shawn Michaels had a great career after that. When I saw the DVD, I thought, okay, so I know that when Bret Hart came back in January of 2010, they made a, they made amends and everything is fine. Bret Hart's at peace with everything that went on. Okay, that's awesome. So I thought making this DVD would be kind of pushing it a little bit because we already knew that Bret Hart was. We knew that Bret and Shawn were cool about it. We knew everything was gonna, change. And, uh, and so I watched the DVD, and sure enough, there's Bret and Shawn side by side sitting down with Jim Ross. And it was awesome to see that. I think that Shawn may have gotten a little defensive at times, but it was mostly a genuine kind of interview. Um, but yeah, I definitely think it's time. I mean, it was time to move on in the beginning. It was time to move on when they shook hands in January of 2010. I thought it was, the way it should have been. So yeah, we don't want to dwell on it anymore. But then when the DVD came out, it was like, okay, well, let's hear their sides of the story. I saw both Wrestling with Shadows and Shawn Michaels' Triumph and Tragedy and Bret Hart's Excellence of Execution DVD, and they both told their sides of the story. And I think what pissed me off is what happened afterwards with Owen passing away. Um, then Bret Hart had the stroke, but it was kind of interesting because I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in God, but it was interesting in the way that Bret said it, where he said the stroke was kind of like God saying, okay, it's time for you to make amends with the past, with Shawn Michaels, Vince McMahon, whoever else. So, there it is. And it's, interesting to see that happen. I don't know if I would have had McMahon face Bret Hart at WrestleMania 26. I thought that was kind of out of place, but also I'm sure it needed to happen. Like Hogan and McMahon at WrestleMania 19. I'm pretty sure that needed to happen. But, actually, no. When Bret Hart won the U.S. Championship, that was going a bit too far, I thought. But I digress. So I mean, now things are different, and I think that Shawn Michaels, I thought was gonna have a reality show, but he got inducted last year or this year, so things are good, and a lot more respect for Shawn Michaels because he made amends with Bret Hart, but also he actually stuck to his guns, and when he said he was going to retire, he actually stayed retired. So it's I think it's a lot more respect for that because he knew when to say no and to say I'm finished. That's where Ric Flair said no to the WWE and then went over to TNA. But and then there's a lot of what if Bret Hart stayed? What if Owen didn't die? What if Shawn Michaels didn't have that accident? There's a lot of what ifs, but you have to look at you have to look at the bigger picture. And so that's it for me. Hope this video didn't bore you. I tried anyways. Okay, bye.